If you've been curious, what LLM should I use? This is the perfect video for you. This is day 1 of my Bronze Stair course where you learn all about AI. Basically, what should you use for what in NAN. So if you're a beginner and you have no idea how to use AI, this is the perfect video for you. To start off, we have GPT. GPT is super good for everyday tasks. It's good for generating ideas, explaining things simply, and just all around just a great model to use. But there's a couple things that it's not really good at. Number one is that it's a yes man. It just says yes to everything. Not really ideal for business. And it has a cut-off date. So that kind of sucks, because if you're creating content and there's a new model that came out, you can't really use GPT for that. And it doesn't really give the most specialized answers. With that in mind, let's try it out, shall we? Alright, so we have our ChatGPT. ChatGPT model right here. The model I'm using is O4 Mini, and I would just use this model, not really worry about everything else, because ChatGPT has so many models, so just stick to this one for everything. It's cheap, it's smart, that's all you need to know. And you do need to connect your OpenAI account. I would have to show my credit card, so I can't really show you how to do that, but it's pretty simple. But let's get started on asking it a question. So, when all right. My last update is from October 2023, like I said, and there's no official release date. OpenAI just said that they're releasing it soon. Not really helpful for keeping up to date. Alright, the next model you need to go over is Claude. So I really like Claude. It is basically what I use every single day over ChatGPT, because I'm a YouTube creator and a AI automation agency owner. So I deal with code and copy all day long. So this is the perfect LLM for me. It's really good at writing stories, emails, articles. It's also really good at coding and programming and following instructions a lot better than ChatGPT. It's great for editing and being professional. It's not that friendly versus ChatGPT, and it sometimes can be a little bit too professional. But as just a YouTube creator, I just love this model. So what we're gonna do is we are going to Control C, delete this, refresh, find Anthropic. I'm using Claude 4 Sonnet because it's both the cheapest and smartest, and I would not really worry about the other models because they're either too expensive or too dumb. So stick to Sonnet 4. Alright, so we're gonna say, hey, you are a copywriting coach. Please edit this to be just better. Shift enter, Control V, boom. And voila. Alright, Claude, the professional wordsmith. Perfect for high-stake writing and complex code. Just so much character versus ChatGPT, where it's not like using emojis, it's not doing like bullet points. It's pretty good at kind of just laying it all out and having actionable steps. So pretty impressive, and I would recommend this if you are using code and copy all the time. All right, next model we're gonna go over is going to be Gemini. So there's a lot of models, but we're going to be using 2.5 Pro, which is one of the smartest models that Google has. And the reason why I like this model is because it is just so good at inputs. As you can see right here. So let's say I have a coding project that is massive. I would not use Claude or ChatGPT because the project is too big for both AIs. But Google, it's a different story. It can handle the most ridiculous, insane projects you have because it can basically hold 1 million tokens. And what are tokens, you may ask? It's basically like the amount of characters that are in the code. So when you have, let's say, like a whole entire like software idea and you're trying to debug it, I would use Google just because it is just so good at research and fact checking, because Google literally owns all the data in the world. Right? So but a couple of things that it's not good at: it's not really creative and it gives short answers. But when it's handling like all this information, it's actually pretty good at that. So here's what we're gonna do. All right, perfect. So we have this super detailed response, and it just goes over like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and then our last model, Grok. Pretty good, per se, and it's very helpful with just such massive amounts of information. And I would just use Gemini 2.5 Pro because it is actually free for API users versus the other LLMs that I'm going to cover today. And if you're asking, what is a LLM? It is basically a fancy term for AI. So there's what you need to know. All right, let's go into Grok. So for Grok, I always use Grok 4 because it hit an insane amount of smartness, and it is one of the smartest models out there. Literally the smartest model. And what is Grok good at? So if you go over here, you can see that Grok is actually really funny and good at marketing. So compared to other models, where if you want to have a good content idea, like Grok is amazing, it's up to date, it's creative, it's bold, and it's fun and casual. So perfect for social media. So we're gonna ask it a funny question: is the Earth flat? For post. All right, so short answer: no, the Earth is not flat. There's scientific evidence that the Earth is round. For a meme or debate? For real? Debunking flat Earth. If the Earth was flat, cats would have pushed everything off the edge by now. Post a pic of the Earth from space and ask, is the Earth flat? Yes or no, or C, it's a donut. Vote and explain. Flat earthers say gravity is fake, but if it's true, why don't we just all float away? Pretty funny ideas compared to other models where it's like, what? Just falls so flat. But that is the video, guys, and the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I've noticed that there's just so many models out there. No one really knows what's happening. It's chaotic. You have all these models that people don't really know what to use, so they'll just use ChatGPT for the most part. And in this video, I just really wanted to cover over just like what you should use for what. And I think that LLMs is kind of like the brain for your whole entire process. If you want average answers, yeah, use ChatGPT. But if you want to go beyond that, it's great that you actually watch this video completely through, because it shows that you want to get better, you want to learn, and you want to be the best at what you do. So I hope you enjoyed this video and just learned a lot from all of these different AI models. We'll catch you in the next video, and we will see you.